Now, right now, I'm sitting here watching the WWE wrestling. You know, that Vince McMahon, you know, what he has done is he has, like, taken a sport that was actually once upon a time was a very good sport. And, you know, hey, you know, it's a show sport. We're going to wrestle tonight. We're going to wrestle. We're going to put on a show for this here crowd. We're going to make money. We're going to walk out of here. No one's going to get hurt. You better fucking hope. You know, and then sometimes things happen and one person pisses somebody off and they decide they're going to do the business on somebody, and that's what it's goddamn called. So they do the business on one of them. And it gets out of goddamn hand. And you know, you really have goddamn wrestlers fucking slapping the fuck out of each other. But, ha ha ha, I fucking did it. And look, I rubbed it in your face. Now cool it, jackass. And that's exactly what happens in like this Portland wrestling thing, you know, with Billy Jack Haynes. I mean, Billy Jack's been pretty outspoken about shit that's going on across the United States. I mean, I fucking watch everything. Goddamn watch everything. But some of the worst stuff that I goddamn seeing today with everything that's going on. You know, the President of the United States or somebody from the White House should just contact goddamn, you know, over there at Vince McMahon's. He's at Greenwich. Oh, you know, I mean, I know where the fuck he is. It's really easy to find. Greenwich Witch, whatever the fuck it is. I'll tell you. My family was from the Barlow and Bailey Circus. My grandfather was a strong man at Barlow and Bailey Circus named John, Big John. And I found out that I was named after him too. But my family back then, when John F. Kennedy was elected, my mother was pregnant with me, and I came out breeching. Goddamn, I fucking strained her fucking body, and she goddamn hated me. And that's one of the reasons why she goddamn hated me, because I tore her up and she couldn't have children. After she had Patty was the last, and then she stole my sister Bonnie's child, is what I believe. I mean, Jesus, I am the most sincere guy in the world, and I have been putting up with this here crap. But what I'm seeing on wrestling and the other things around the world, such as the commercials, wrestling, everything, this here is so much poor sportsmanship. Donald Trump was even on wrestling prior to made the rain money. Hey man, you can't fucking buy it, Mr. Trump. Matter of fact, you're in trouble, Mr. Trump. Goddamn, you're in trouble, Mr. Trump. Now I have my beautiful Madeline Jackson here, and I'm looking right at her right now, and this woman right here, you guys, deserves to be the Statue of Liberty in the United States of America, because I think that we have reached out and touched people where Mr. Biden and everybody can't, because Mr. Biden can, but he's such in a conflict with this Donald junk that won't leave office. Donald Trump's in a hijacked 747, and I want him banned from talking. But we are going to make him talk, and we're going to give him a goddamn opportunity to goddamn sit there and tell everything. And the more you talk, Mr. Trump, the less your sentence is going to be. We're going to bring goddamn right down low. And I'm going to give you the goddamn deal, Trump. You say you are a fucking, you know, wheeling, dealing, jet flying, motherfucking stealing. And I'm telling you, my dad is the guy, and you're trying to steal it with your 727. You're in trouble, Trumpola. You are in very much trouble, Mr. Trumpola. And it's 422, 424. You know, Madeline Jackson, she's right here, and I'm going to go talk to her, and I'm going to say more. Thank you much for your time tonight, you guys. It is 10:02, and I've been watching the wrestling, and you know, it's pathetic. It's goddamn pathetic. The commercials are pathetic. Some of the commercials, especially in the morning. And I'll tell you another thing. You watch the X-Men TV show, the Login show with the loggers, the cutters. That is a yarder that I worked under up there in Port Angeles, Washington. I worked for that under that yard or most of my career logging. I'll goddamn tell you a lot of things about that logging company and the Chinese people that owned it, Nakanos, and they had a cop down there in Lewis County, and that cop was in my house the day that they took my stuff and went through my diary and deleted my stuff and deleted every email from between me and my sister Bonnie. Somebody went in there, deliberately stole the emails and my diary and letters that she wrote me, because she wrote me a letter that was all in large letters like you're yelling at me, Bonnie, and I goddamn came down on her about Terry Shortridge. I goddamn came down on her, and she goddamn knows it. And you know, she never did it again. But you know what? Balls in motion, Mariette and everything, they were leaning on her. I goddamn tell you, if there's an email trace that, you know, like that, the cops came in my house. They were led in my house by my mother. She owns the house, man. I rent the upstairs, but no, my rights are all goddamn violated. They've always been violated, all the way back to the murder of Terry Shortridge. And I'll tell you, they owe me, and there's no way they can get out of this crap now. And they stole my son. They kidnapped, and they kidnapped even more. Killed even this child down there in Hoquiam, right there. Fairhart was down there. LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, the Port Angeles Dirty Bookstore, Marty Johnson's bookstore, the Conservatory, the Greenhouse, the Green Bowling Alley, the Green Bowling Alley in Morton. Then they turned it gray and put a saw on it because I put a 37-foot motorhome here with a bowling alley scheme on it, right here in Delphi and Alpine. My sister moved here to Alpine because it was a safe sign. She works at Cooper's Point. You know, up in that area. I'm not going to say where, but I'm just going to say because it's safe, the safe way, because Jesus Christ, she's been forced to play by signs. Okay, so anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Hey, you know what? It's only 8 minutes. 7.5, but I gotta talk to my girl right here, Madeline Jackson. I can see that she is a woman and she is goddamn begging for my attention, and I love her. You know what? If we have moved the world owes this woman something special. I would take anything that I got for damages and I'd put it towards the statue, the new Statue of Liberty. The other one gets thrown right in that goddamn bay, and I'll tell you why. John F. Kennedy's, that fucking whore that he was married to. What kind of a Trojan horse is this? Does anybody ever fucking read history? How about Elvis Presley calling up for 4 banana splits at 4 o'clock in the morning? He wants goddamn, the cops are going to bring it. And my dad left 8 cigarette butts in the plane of the 727, you know, with the tie to tie it together. And that 2x4 mill in Morton, Washington's the largest railroad tie thing in the nation. It's goddamn right there. Everything's there, man. Everything. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. And please, Michael, Cannon, Jack. Hey, boy, I like that. Jack Kennedy, Jack John. Boy, I tell you, we are mixing it up, guys. Damn. I am impressed with the Biden administration. I'm not a hair sniffer. I don't believe Joe Biden's a hair sniffer, too. If anybody fucking knows, Joe Biden lost his kids. Gosh darn, when you lose your kids. I had a piece of hair. I cut my first hair lock off my son's hair, and he's been gone for 10 years. You know, I used to just touch it on my face. Am I bad? Am I bad? Am I the one that really fucked up? Here's your finest goddamn lemon stand. Look, I sent this to fucking Trump and he fucking goddamn rejects it because why? He gets lots of shit, man. A coup? This is very cute, Mr. Captain Kangaroo. Because when somebody calls you Joe Biden, it's a sniffer, or me a hair sniffer. I was stuck in a rabbit cage with a rabbit. Yeah, I got a hair up my goddamn ass, and I told my brother-in-law, which I goddamn love so much, you know, the truth. I was thankful for Thanksgiving. Actually, the guy that was big that asked me if I was different, it was his meat. The man, his brother or uncle, whatever he is, relation, he gave it him. He gave me a little package, and I'll tell you, I had it on Thanksgiving because, and just the script, whatever. And I told Ernie, I told him, and I told him the truth. And another thing is, I told him, Ernie, when I got rid of my wife, I kept you. Ernie was my best man, but I kept him instead of keeping her, and she was not nice. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Madeline Jackson's a superstar. I appreciate her. She's like my real wife now. Thank you very much for an online friendship. That's great. Thank you. Amen.